Okay, let's give this thing a try. I got the P Touch Embellish tape maker. I've got some regular tape in it for labeling. It took 6 AAA batteries in the back, and it has a little diagram how to put them in, so you're okay there. So I just turned it on, and I have to make my grandson some labels for his stuff for school because it's back to school time. So I'm going to type his name in. So I've turned it on, and I'm hoping you can see okay. So I'm just going to hit the caps, and this regular typewriter part, I'm just going to leave back so that you can see the important stuff. Okay, so on and off switch right here. Caps is just like a typewriter, so I'm going to put, oh, I guess that wasn't caps. There's a little backspace. C-A-S-P-I-A-N, and I'm going to hit the OK. And now I want to choose my font, so I'm going to pick right here, font. And there's the arrow forward and back, so I'm going to go, I'm going to hit font. Let's go back. I want font, what font? So when it comes to font, I guess I'm hitting OK. And then it's going to show me the different fonts and how they look. Well, let's go fancy, and we'll take the Calgary and OK. I'm going to leave the size alone because I don't have a clue what size I want it to be, but we'll make one first. I do want to put a frame around it, so here's the frame button. And we can scroll through the different frames. So the A, B, C, D, E is just telling you, you know, how it looks with the font there. It isn't, obviously I have Caspian in there. And let's take, well, geez, how many? There's quite a few of them. Oh, this one's got a movie camera, telephone. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's take a telephone. I don't know if you'll like it, but we'll see how it looks. So when you find one you want, you say, okay. And then we can go preview. See how it looks. I can hit the print. I only want one, so I'm going to say OK. And it shoots out the back. And this little guy right here is the cutter. Oh, I had it already cut. And here's what we got. Oop. Keep it, there we go. Well, that's kind of cool. And that was pretty quick. So let's try a different symbol. So I'm going to hit the symbol again. And I don't know if there's more choices. History. Is that history symbols? Let's find out. Oh, that's what I've used before. So that's just telling you what you've used. I don't want that. So let's go back to, oh, well, I guess now I got an emoji face. So I think if I hit backspace, okay, that takes that away. So let's go back into the symbol. So that history is the history of what I've picked. Because I did one to test out, and I picked the emoji and the stars. So it saved that emoji of what I picked before. So now I want to get back to, well, let's go into basic and try that. Punctuation, I'm not sure I want mathematics, brackets, arrows, units. I don't want any of that. So let's see, hit the symbol again. Okay. So I just hit the backspace button and went back. So at some point I'll read the manual, so to make it easier for you and for me. So I'm going to hit the symbol again, and I'm just going to arrow and we'll go into the pictographs again. So I'm going to say okay. Got emojis. Well, let's try some music, see what's in the music. And okay, those are the ones in music. I think if I hit the back, it takes me back. Clothes, travel, sports. Let's try the sports. Bowling. All kinds of sports. I'm going to hit the back. Animals, decorative, astrology, holiday. Well, let's try the food and beverage. And let's put the apple on it. So I'm going to say okay. And I've got a little preview button. And let's go back and change the frame. Hope I have to hit the back. And oh, I can't get out of the preview. Let me see. I had to hit escape. Let's change the frame. There's quite a few to pick from, and I'll get the book out and show you what it is. This looks like a house. I'm going to say okay. And let's do a preview. And let's hit print. And I want just one. And again, it just comes out the back. And when it's done, I just hit that. It's very light to the touch for the cutting. So, let me get it into focus here. There we go. Oh, I guess it's a little house in the car. So there we go. It's pretty easy to use. If I want to get back and start over, I can hit the backspace and get rid of everything and start with somebody new. So I like this. It's very quiet. It's small. It's pretty simple to use. Let me get the book and we can see what it has for pictures and fonts. So the instruction booklet opens up with lots of instructions. Here's a section, I'm trying to do it without the glare there, of what all the different keys mean. When you turn it over, it's like holy moly. I've got pictures here, fonts there. This is patterns. Patterns there. Let me come up a little closer. There we go. Patterns. This is continuous frames here, so that would just continue on. You have the accented characters. Oh, sorry about that. Accented characters. We've got, let's see. That shows you about the, sorry about that. Let's get this, the font key and all the different fonts that are there. And then the style, normal, bold, just like you would have on your computer. Shortcut keys. I haven't tried those yet. And then here's the frames. So there's 30 frames. Let's see if I can fold this in here. The frame designs, there are 77 of those. And then they have, oh look, they even have a dog bone. Two little doggies, different frames there, rolling pin. You see them? Okay. Okay. And here's some font samples. And then they have these, I guess when you do your letters, let me get it up close. So each letter will be inside of that little picture. And let's see, let's get a close up on this side. This is basic symbols. Oh, we were in that basic symbols. So if you need, oh, Roman numerals, that's nice to have. Diamonds, hearts, clubs, emoji faces, clothes, audio, visual, home office, school, food and beverage. So there's a lot of stuff inside that. So next I'm going to try and print on a ribbon. Okay, so I opened the ribbon box and I noticed this is sticking out quite a bit, so I'm guessing that maybe we have to weave this in. It's a satin ribbon, so you can see this is the, if you can tell, this is the dull side, and then this is the shiny satin side. So the first thing we're going to do is open this up, and it's just right here. So I have it opened up. Here's where the batteries went, and there's 3 underneath this 3. And I'm just going to pull that off, and see, this one, it's a tape one, so it doesn't stick out far. So I'm guessing that, like I said, there's got to be a reason for that. I'm sorry for the shadow. Let me see if I can fix that shadow a little bit here. Here we go. Okay, and I know the little slot is right here. And I know that this has to go up. Oh, this has to go up so that it can see through that window. So if you remember that, then you're good to go. And then this goes on, and see how my ribbon is bending there? So I'm just going to pull that ribbon up through that slot. So I'll be interested to see if it pulls up like that when it stops. So I'll have to remember that I need to pull a little bit up, because this is just ribbon. There's nothing, there's no tape or anything attached to it. There's no sticker to it. This is just ribbon. The other one has sticky to it. Just going to close that, and again, see, we can see what's in there, and it says wine red. Okay, and then let's see what we get. Okay, so I decided I better read a little bit in the instructions before I start the ribbon. And the only thing I skimmed over, and it tells you to, before you cut, to hit the shift in preview and then cut. And I think that's, remember I talked about at the beginning about you got to have that little extra piece of ribbon left, and I think that's what that does. And then you cut with scissors, it says. So let's try some ribbon. I did notice, I thought, well, I'll push this ribbon button, because I didn't find anything in the instructions. So the ribbon is, and you see, it's just selecting different words. Let's get, here we go. Different little sayings. So I'm going to go out of that one. Can you see it all right? Oh, that's best wishes going in 2 directions. So let me just do the backspace, escape, and we're back to the spot where we started. Okay, so let's print on a ribbon. So let me see, I'm going to put in my business name, Schoolhouse. Oh, I don't want capitals, so let's do School House and hit OK. And let's put a symbol at the end of it. And I probably could have put one at the beginning if I'd done that first. So let's go to pictograph. Okay, and I'm going to see, oh, let's go into craft. And I think I'll take the pair of scissors. So I'm going to say okay. And there's the schoolhouse words and little scissors, and do a preview. Oh, I do have a frame around it. Well, let's see. Well, let's try that frame. And I'm going to hit print, and I only want one. And you can see it's came out the back. And then it told me to hit shift and preview. Oh, look at that, it said please cut. And it's coming out the back. Now we have a big pair of scissors here. And here we go. Isn't that pretty? So, nice shiny satin ribbon. Remember I told you the back is just like regular ribbon. It's got the dull side to it. And this is instantly dry. There's nothing to worry about smudging or anything. So there we have it now in ribbon. So if you're card making or any of that type of thing, you can make ribbons and put them on. You could make a ribbon because you can do more space. So you could put something on this end and something on this end and then tie it or put it around, and it would be on each of these places. So this is quite a little machine, and I'm glad I got it, and I hope if it fits what you do or what you want to do. So remember, it does the regular labeling just like all the other labels, but this is the only one that does the ribbon. So I'm going to shut it off and open up the back and see how the ribbon's still sticking out. So I assume that's why they want you to do that. And then I can just take it out, and I have that bit hanging there, and I want to take it. It does tell you not to mess around with turning the ribbon or pulling the ribbon or tape out. So I'm going to go ahead and put back the one that came with it, my mint chevron. Ooh. And just stick it in. Close it up, shows me what I'm going to have in there, and I'm ready to go again. So I really like this item, and it's called the, let me get it so you can see, P Touch Embellish.